Chapter 11, Dreams of Darkness. Moments after Maggie bursts in your room after a nightmare about the Wraith King. It was horrible, Willow. I can't. You're alright now, Maggie. Come on. Let's calm you down. You steer your terrified sister to sit beside you on the bed. Saf hovers on the periphery, looking worried. What can I do? Saf, I think it's group hug time. Saf drops instantly on the bed, her arms draping across Maggie's shoulders. You squeeze in too, you can feel how tensely Maggie's holding herself. Whatever it is, Mags, we're here. You're in the real world now, you're safe. Take a minute and let us know what you saw. Maggie takes a shaky breath but relaxes in your embrace. Thank you, I think I really needed that reminder. It was like I was there with the Wraith King in the flesh. You meet Saf's eyes, the look of horror on her face matching the one you feel in your gut. What did you see? I'm trying to remember. I woke up screaming and ran in here, and now it's a jumble. I need to remember, it's important. You and Saf exchange glances, wordlessly coming to the same conclusion. Maybe if we tried to sync our auras and set an intention, you'd have an easier time remembering. It can't hurt, can it? Maggie hesitates and then offers you her hand. The three of you form a circle and breathe deeply, letting your auras flare. Now, to set an intention, let's focus on Maggie. We'll lend you our strength to boost yours. All you need to do is focus on your own well of power. Let me try. Your pulse thrums with magic energy as the three of you focus on the intention you set. We lend Maggie our talents, so that her powers may grow. Let this, their gift, bring me guidance. Maggie shuts her eyes tightly, murmuring quietly what she sees in her mind's eye. I was back in the hellhole like before, with Kane's memory, all dark, smoky, stinking like rotten ashes. She gags a little, and you rub circles into her back. She growls in frustration, and her aura sputters and fades. Damn it, that's all I can remember. Maybe we can help in some other way. You could use your magic to dreamwalk us into your memory. The way we did with Kane's memory. Exactly, we already know it's possible. Saf has a point. With 3 pairs of eyes, we might pick up on something you couldn't see yourself. It's definitely possible. Rainier and I have been working on honing my talents. Well, that way we could see it firsthand, and you wouldn't have to try to remember. What do you think, Willow? Should we try? A diamond choice, really? It's our best bet. Now playing as Maggie. Take my hands. Adrenaline is still pumping through you, making you itch for a fight, but you're steadier knowing they're beside you. We got this, let's go. You close your eyes, sinking in your dream that's not a dream. Acrid smoke and mildew fills your nose, and you know before opening your eyes what you'll see. We're here. Where's the Wraith King? You're just outside of an arched doorway. Water drips from somewhere, echoing through stone. Through here. You shiver without meaning to, and Willa puts a hand on your shoulder. We're here for you, Max. I'm glad I'm not alone. You never have to face anything alone again, Maggie. All for one and one for all. With your sisters bracketing you on either side, you pass through the archway and enter the dark chamber together. Saf startles and shrinks back as she spots the hooded figure of the Wraith King. You catch her, putting a steadying hand on her back. Well done, my minions, well done. 2 race before him give oily, snake-like grins. Yes, you wanted the best and you got 'em. And here I thought I would be spitting on your ashes for another failure. A welcome surprise. To Race exchange a hesitant glance as the Wraith King spreads his arms. But thanks to you, Cowl and Gnarl, the way is clear to the final gate. Soon I shall walk free, all race shall reign tear upon the mortal world. Huh, that's right, we will. Hey Dom, how are you? It's been a long time. You know, about 5 years too long. Why don't you show off those new powers we won for you, sire? The witch I killed at a pretty ferocious one. She put up quite the fight. A grand idea. With a snap of his fingers, he reduces Gnarl to a pile of ash. Kella leaps back with a yell, looking at the pile that was her companion with horror. Ah! She seems terrified of the Wraith King. Yeah, read the room, I am too. Not even Race are safe from the Wraith King, he's horrible. No wonder Cain wanted to get away from him. Then why do they serve him? Fear. Maybe they have no other choice. Cowl shudders and drops to her knees before the Wraith King. I can still be useful, Your Highness. I can help the Lady of Lies secure the Lodestone. Lodestone. That's a term we've never heard before. It's gotta be the key to something important. Well then, what are you waiting for? Cowl scrambles to her knees and runs from the chambers, passing sightlessly between your sisters as though you are ghosts. The dream is about to end. Willow touches your shoulder and the Wraith King freezes before you. I've stopped time, but I can't keep it here long. Time doesn't seem to work normally in dreams. Let's have a look around and see if there are any clues we can make out. A good idea. Look out the window. Darkly curious, you find yourself drawn to the window. What's out there? What do you see? A desolate landscape stretches in every direction, filled with nothing but flame. Basically, we're in hell. Saf joined you at the window, shock and revulsion on her face, before she valiantly tries to rally. Funny, doesn't look at all like a high school gym class. Look on the shelf. You and Saf scramble to a high shelf, which is full of neatly lined ledgers, and pull one open. What in the world? What's all this? It's just filled with hundreds of names. Cain told me that the Wraith King steals the names and human memories of Race when he turns them. He must keep the records there. You exchange a look with Saf. Why keep them at all? Unless it's a bargaining chip. Sounds like binding magic. You have to have a part of someone to chain them to your will. He must use their history as leverage. Do you think Cain's real name, his mortal self, is kept here? Maybe, but how will we know which one this is? I guess we don't, but maybe defeating the Wraith King will set him free. Look in the corner. You rush to a corner behind the king, finding pages and pages of notes on the floor. You guys, these are mostly about us. Willow gives you a look of intense concentration, unable to join you as she holds time and place. What do they say? Everything. He knows everything. Where we live, where we grew up. He knew about me before you two did. Though the thought chills you, you force yourself to look through the papers, scanning them with practiced eye. This is a list of all the covens who have been wiped out this year alone. There's gotta be hundreds of names. Stop, I can't take it. It's too sad. Anything about the covens he's targeting next? Anyone we can warn? No, there's nothing here we don't already know. Have you finished? I can feel time catching up to us. I can't hold it any longer. Then I guess we're done. There's nothing more about this lodestone. You watch with creeping horror as the Wraith King reanimates. A low chuckle emanates from him as two sharp fingernails pierce the paper filled with your names. I feel you watching, Magnolia Graves. Did you enjoy the show? Though you can't see his eyes, you feel his powerful awareness turn you, the malicious glee embroiling within him. Now's my last chance to fight back. Rainier and I have been working on some offensive spells, but it's a dream. Psychic energy? Focus on the energy you can muster into a spear of psychic power. Your power spikes and soars through the chamber, lancing the Wraith King through his chest. He staggers, but doesn't fall. You clench your fists as your magic fades. I'm not afraid of you. But the Wraith King lets out a low, ominous chuckle that makes your legs shake. Your sisters grasp your shoulders tightly. Lies. Your coven's blood sings to me. I can sense the stink of terror on you. Only one seal to go. Then I will take my vengeance slowly. Bathe the earth in your blood as I crush it beneath my heel. And oh, you will scream. As you open your mouth to do just that, the world goes dark. Maggie? Maggie! You snap back awake in Willow's room, your sister's looking stricken beside you. Willow crushes you to her in relief. You scared us. Sorry, that was just a lot. Tell me about it, no wonder you look spooked. I'm sure I've said this before, but it warrants repeating. Maggie's power is terrifying. It was worth it. Every new bit of intel we can glean from the Wraith King has to help, somehow. A glance from Willow's face to Saf's, your resolve stealing more than ever before. It's not going to be easy, but together I think we can beat him. Now, playing as Willow. The next morning. You're surprised to find Maggie already up, chugging coffee and typing away at her laptop. You're up early. Especially after last night, I thought you'd sleep in. No way, too much to do. We have the solstice ritual coming up, remember? Oh yeah, the strengthening ritual. Rainier mentioned something about it. I've been so busy checking in on Brooks, I almost... Yeah, well, it's gotta go perfectly. Frantic, she jumps from her chair, shoving a list into your hands. Here's all the stuff we'll need. Time to go shopping. Can I eat first? And/or have a cup of coffee, please? Saf wanders in, yawning, and Maggie snaps her fingers impatiently. No time, let's go chop chop. Jeez, that's enough coffee for you. You definitely pluck the empty mug from her hands. You're officially cut off. It's 7 in the morning. How many have you had? None of your business. 4. Why? Because you're moving like Willow set you, and only you, on fast forward. Finally, and your sisters convene at Amaranth Apothecary. Find Rainier, Pinnier, and Brooks waiting for you inside, along with Kane, whose eyes widen when you walk in. Willow. He crosses the room to you, where he gives you a once-over, and then Saf, and then Maggie. You're not hurt. I got this horrible sense that the Wraith King... Kane seems to realize that all eyes in the apothecary are on him because he clears his throat awkwardly. What? Not allowed to worry about my favorite little witchlings? You're allowed to worry. It's actually kind of cute. Reminds me that I'm your biggest weakness. Hey, I resent that. You could never be my weakness, Willow. You should know that by now. He winks, his silver eyes twinkling. Maggie clears her throat. Before I barf, I think I can explain the foreboding feeling you got. Quickly, she fills the others in on the dream she had. Everyone is tense and fidgety by the time she's finished. So, what does that mean? Do we need to gear up for the apocalypse imminently? Not imminently, but we can expect the fight of our lives before too long. And we should consider replacing some of the protections our mom set up around town that Ferris's people assembled. I can help with that. I can't do spellcraft, but I can play sigils. Me too. Brooks gives Maggie a pained look. She avoids his gaze for a long beat, but he refuses to look away. Maggie, are you okay? That kind of connection with the Wraith King would be hard on anyone. He saw me, I felt his mind, his cruelty. Hesitantly, as if afraid to spook her, Brooks approaches and wraps her in a hug. She stiffens at first, but relents, resting her head against his chest and fighting back a sob. This is stupid. We have to figure out how to stop him. We have to find out what this lodestone is. And we will. But you have to be okay in order to do that. Maggie, Brooks makes a good point. We don't know when the Wraith King will break loose. What we do know is that we'll need all of our strength to bring the fight to him. And for that, we need to take care of each other. And let our friends take care of us. Kane, what can you tell us about Mistress of Deceit? Do you know where she is? No. I can feel her power, however. But she can take any physical form she desires, so I wouldn't recognize her even if I saw her. She couldn't, actually be my ex, could she? Definitely no. That guy had some serious juice, but nothing like the Lady of Lies. Plus, she strongly prefers to take on feminine forms. What can we actually do with the information at this point? Sanctum is preparing for war. Guardians are being deployed to combat the Wraith threat to Covens, but many remain to defend Sanctum in case it's breached. Is that even possible? It's happened before, but only once. It'll be key to find out what this lodestone is. Whatever happens, please be safe. If Sanctum is at risk of being attacked, I wish you'd steer clear of it. Yeah, but so's Earth, so what's your point? He offers a rueful smile. You're sweet to worry about me, Willow, but I have a responsibility. Both to you and my people. They'll need my help if things go sideways. It's gonna be all hands on deck. I can help out by doing a little research. It's a gorgeous day. Maybe I'll grab a stack of books and research in the garden. I'll tag along. I can whip up a potion and narrow down our reading topics. I might be able to find something on the forums. Actually, Brooks, I was hoping you could help us prepare for the summer solstice. Are we gonna do a ritual? We'd be fools if we didn't take the opportunity. Summer is a season of passions, joy, anger, love. He pointedly avoids looking at you when he says the last word. Plus, the summer solstice brings a surge of elemental magic that'll help strengthen your talents. When I hear summer solstice, I think bonfire party. Hang on, is Rainier suggesting a party? Has hell truly finally frozen over? Rainier shoots Kane a withering glare. There is a celebration aspect of solstice, yes. We're really throwing a party. Well, I mean, I get the point of the party. It's actually to help you, so it is part of it. Definitely earned it. For real, we haven't had a chance to relax since... She flinches, and the two of you glance at Maggie, who's curling in on herself. You mean since my disaster of her birthday party? Oh no, I was gonna say before that, but you know. Maggie extricates herself from Brooke's arms and starts pacing the shop floor. What if the Wraith King can still see what we're doing? Through me. I may have an idea that could help with that. A protection ritual could help shield you from divination magic. You'd be safe from prying eyes. Hell yeah, anything to go in a solstice with clear heads. Sal's got a point. Solstice magic is highly attuned to your emotions, so if you go into it tightly wound... I screw up the magic, great. I was going to say there will be ripples that goes for all of you. Do your ritual, protect your sister, then try to relax. The Wraith King will come whether or not we panic about it. Best to do what we can to prepare, take advantage of the good things in our reach while we still can. What do you mean, good things? I don't know, you hooking up with Brooks maybe for a date, maybe a coffee, relaxing, I don't know. I'm talking about you, Maggie, you and Brooks. Excuse me? Look, Maggie, you like Brooks, Brooks likes you. Denying it only makes it worse for everybody. Maggie sputters indignantly. But... Brooks steps in patiently. Maggie, I know you're trying to protect me. As much as I appreciate and admire the strength that takes, I'm Willow's best friend. I'm already involved in this, whether you like it or not. Brooks... Look, if you really never want to talk to me again, I can respect that, even if I don't like it. But I reserve the right to tell you that I think it's a little premature. I am an adult. I can make my own decisions. You were stabbed! Just a little. Maggie stares at Brooks for a moment, then bursts out laughing. Just a little. You're really something else, you know that? I think that's what you like about me. Maggie bites her lip to try and fight back a smile. You place a gentle hand on her shoulder. Maggie, you should follow your heart. What is this, a Disney princess movie? It can be, if you suck it up and kiss your prince. Not all of us live in a fairy tale land where people we care about are mega powerful mortals, Willow. I'll give you space if you need it, but I'd rather be by your side. Don't answer now. You've got a ritual to do, but maybe we could talk after? I'd like that. I'm glad you're here. The two of them share a tentative but warm smile, and you see Penny reach for Saf's hand and give it a squeeze. We can't take anything for granted. I'll leave you to your ritual. Just call my name if you need me. Flashbang! Oop, that sounds like my cue to make myself scarce as well. Grabs a pin off the counter and takes your hand, scrawling a symbol on it. My calling card. Just inscribe this sigil and I'll be there. Less of a flashbang. And in a moment, they're both gone. Gather the supplies you need, and the three of you descend into Penny's basement, while Brooks and Penny remain upstairs. So what do you have in mind for this protection ritual? The first thing we need is salt, for purification and protection. Carefully shake out a circle of salt around you and your sisters. Next, we need to conceal us from prying eyes. You light a candle, and as you imbue it with your intention, the smoke flares up around you, spiraling into the air and following the path of the circle of salt. Whoa, something's happening. It must be working. What's next? A red ribbon to guard and ward you. Interesting. When I tie this around your left wrist, the spell will be set. But first, I offer you a gift that you might find a feeling of safety in it. I offer you whiskey to lift your spirits, brass knuckles for my kick-ass sister. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay, awesome. Can't wait to punch a wraith with these. As Maggie takes the brass knuckles from you, you feel the metal warm to a pleasant degree between your hands. You tie the red ribbon around her wrist as the circle of smoke and salt enwreath you. Now repeat after me. Protect us from spying eyes, admit no hostile sight to pry. Protect us from spying eyes, admit no hostile sight to pry. Not in dreams nor in light of day. Just to repeat the lines, and then somehow sense the final phrase, and you all speak together. Evil spirits, wicked watchers, heed what I say. With those words, the candle goes out and the smoke disperses, carrying the salt away into nothingness with a fragrant breeze. And the room is still again, but a weight seems to have lifted from all of your shoulders. Wow, I really do feel better. Thank you, Willow. Where did you learn that ritual? I may have done some reading last night after Maggie's nightmare. I thought we might have use for something like that. It felt amazing. I can't believe anything could make me feel better after the nightmare. You know what else might make you feel better? A smooch from Brooks Barrett. Willow. What? The man gets stabbed and is just as eager to be with you. Don't let him get away. You know, I didn't think of it like that. It's just so annoying to be so vulnerable. Oh boy, ain't that the truth. But it might be worth it for both of you. Hey, leave me out of this. I will do no such thing. We as a coven, as women, need to come to terms with our emotions before the summer solstice. Not only will this give us the best shot at erasing the solstice ritual, but it will make us strongest as witches and our happiest selves as people. I know I want that for me, and I want that for my sisters. And so I'm gonna go up there, snuggle up with Penelope Caskellis for magical research and chill, and you two better make the most of the times of peace that we have, or else. Geez, Saf, you're pushy. But I will talk to Brooks. And Willow? I will give you lovebirds some space, and consider my options. You make it out of an amaranth apothecary, leaving your sisters to their special someones. The sidewalks downtown are bustling in the warm, sunny weather, and the people laughing and playing in the park. It really is such a nice day. Who knows how many of these we'll have left before we face our destiny. Maybe it'd be nice to go on a peaceful walk, or go on a special date with someone of my own. If I do get a choice, I'll be able to go the other way as well. Not certain of Rainier's current location or plane of existence, you decide simply to probably best didn't murmur his name out loud. Rainier, if you're not busy... With a gentle summer breeze, Rainier appears at your side, looking concerned. You needed me? You can put the frown away. There's no danger. I just wanted to spend some time with you. I guess that's, allowed. Clears his throat as you take his hand and lead him towards the ice cream shop. As long as we don't get too distracted from what's important. These matters are of the utmost importance. First up, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? I wouldn't know. I've never had ice cream. Well, that's gonna change today. You step over to the counter and order for both of you. A sundae to share, 2 cones. Yeah, sundae to share, 1. Sure, why not? As you grab your sundae and snatch 2 spoons off the counter, his eyes widen. Oh, I've heard about these. I never understood why it was named after the day. Nobody knows or cares. It's just a classic. Are you hundreds of years old and you don't know this? You find a table outside to enjoy the sunshine and watch carefully as Rainier tries his first bite. What do you think? We didn't even get to select the flavor. I don't even know what we're having. It's cold. But I also like it almost as much as your company. Is that what you told yourself when you kept coming to neutral grounds to check on me? Back before all of this began. Did you ever actually like coffee, or were you just enjoying my company? The coffee was an excuse, not that I minded it, but the reason was to be close to you. You mean you were captivated by my beauty? Don't even lie. He gives you a sly glance. Why would I? Your beauty has never been up for debate. Okay then, Rainier. I think you might be thawing a little bit. So much has changed since I first met you, Willow. You've grown from a woman with no knowledge of her abilities to a witch of impressive confidence and mastery. I'm in awe, and not only the speed at which you've taken to magic, but also your dedication to your practice. You and your sisters have faced your challenges with resiliency, and you've made me proud. I guess we'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Rainier. Is there anything else you would like from me as your teacher or your protector? I just wish we could be more intimate. His gaze on you grows heavy, his voice drops to a warning. Willow, I know there's a rule against it. It's a stupid rule, and I hate it. This warm hand covers yours, squeezing tight before quickly sliding away. You aren't alone in that. Whatever the future holds, Willow, it's a privilege to be the guardian of such a wonderful coven. And such a strong-willed, impressive anchor. Glowing with praise, you lean in. I want to shove his ice cream in his face. No, that's rude. I'm gonna do it. You tilt your chin up, rest your lips ever lightly against his, ever so briefly, hearing a sharp, surprised inhale. He kisses you back gently, the contact feather light, and now over much too quickly before he pulls away. Willow, it's hard for me to resist you. Me too. You were saying really sweet things. I got carried away. Sometimes I forget we can't just be two normal people on a date. He looks over and sees other couples sharing ice cream at the tables nearby, and something finally seems to dawn on him. Willow, is this a date? It could be if you want. Or you could call it a bonding ritual. Whatever keeps you out of trouble at home. He chuckles softly, looking at you with admiration shining in his eyes. The problem is I'm starting to convince myself you're worth getting into trouble over. But then he sighs with a sad smile and looks away. If only that were all, that this was at stake. That evening, you're hanging out on the porch with your sisters, dishing about your day as crickets chirp in the dark. I guess we don't get a chance with Kane. The solstice is gonna be lit, and I'm not just saying that because there's going to be a bonfire. Do people still say lit? Unfortunately, yes. Zaf kind of picks and chooses whatever era of slang suits her in the moment. Me and her have that in common, actually. So, like, other than being a gigantic magic frat party with fire, which, don't get me wrong, I'm totally down for, what's the big deal? Penny told me in some cultures the summer solstice is a symbol of light winning over darkness. Let's just hope that comes true. I know Rainier wants us to do the ritual to strengthen the coven. Plus, witches get these cool elemental boosts to our powers. I can't wait. It'll be nice to get in touch with the elements, strengthen our powers, have fun for once. Get in touch with the elements. Me too. It'll be a great time to commune with nature. I'll make us flower crowns, and I got us a book of summer solstice rituals, and just imagine Maggie. She was like this before we knew we were witches. Staff laughs and flings a pillow at your head. You freeze time and pluck it out of midair, and then use it to cushion your head. I guess it was all meant to be all along. So, Penny is coming to the solstice, obviously. Maggie, did you patch things up with Brooks? Maggie bites her bottom lip and hedges, and heat spreading across her cheeks. She and Saf laugh. Yep, sure did. Ooh, woohoo! Did you have a nice date? He's coming to the solstice, right? That's classified, but yes, he definitely will be there. Yeah, you're totally soulmates. Okay, so how about you, Willow? I might have had a bit of a magical day myself. Are you inviting a special someone to the solstice, then? My special someone doesn't exist. I mean, it's really hard to gauge the situation at this point in time. I mean, Kane's okay, but so isn't Rainier, but they're both completely mysterious and also off limits. Like, it's a bit weird. mean, I don't know. Is Kane actually going? We actually don't know that. And then Rainier is going, so your sisters crow triumphantly. I knew you had a crush on a certain beautiful immortal. Spill the tea, spill it. It's only fair after how much you teased me about Brooks. I might have kissed Rainier, or definitely did, maybe more than once. Your sister's eyes go wide in a moment of stunned silence, and Maggie drains her cup. Wow, that's major. Is that breaking some big guardian rules? Yep. Hey, you've got the whole Romeo and Juliet bodyguard with Whitney Houston thing going on. It's super romantic. Hopefully without the tragic ending, though. Actually, Bodyguard never had a tragic ending, except they broke up, but, you know, I mean, at least it seemed like that. I don't know, actually. Saf leans over and pats her knee sympathetically. Well, I know that he's hopelessly devoted to you. It'll all work out in the end. Saf, I know that's from Greece. I can't take your advice seriously when it's from a musical. I can't even begin to fathom what it's like dating someone who's not human. Wouldn't it be super complicated? Like dating an alien. Who cares? Seriously. Maggie, can a girl dream? I know it's not logical, Mags, but I can't help how I feel. I understand that, I don't want you to get hurt. You reach over and squeeze her hand. Right now, I'm content to imagine a future where we all live happily ever after. I see no reason why we can't all just have our happily ever afters. It's so wild how much our magic has complicated our lives. Especially our romantic lives. My romantic life was anything but simple before, but now, yeesh. Men used to get scared away by my personality. I'm guessing I'm lucky I found out one that isn't even scared away by supernatural monsters. Let's just hope the end of the freaking world doesn't ruin things before they get a chance to start. Still, thinking about your nightmare? It's hard to think about anything else, but I'm sure the solstice will help us prepare for the Wraith King. It has to succeed. The fate of everything depends on it. Short and sweet. Alright, I don't know, just actually felt kind of short today. I was actually kind of enjoying today's chapter. Please remember that if you did enjoy the content that I do, to like the video, share the channel, share the video, share the content. Be greatly appreciated, because without viewers like you that do things like that, pretty much this community will never have a chance to flourish and never continue to grow. And it really means a lot to me. So yeah, that's my whole goal, is to continue to grow this family that we've had. And that I continue to work really tirelessly for, and continue to even sleep deprive myself some days, and then even push through pain and whatnot to get content out to you guys so you enjoy it, among other things that I push through. So it'd be really great if you guys can continue growing the family. That's literally what I look at this channel and all of you as a family. So, with that being said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of today's chapter. But without further ado, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.